Hello and welcome to this varsity soccer matchup. The Saints taking on Trinity, a big prep league rivalry that the Saints won pretty convincingly last time these two teams met, 6-0 in favor of the Saints, and the sideline in the pink out today for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And of course, shout out to Miss Rickards, mother of Jack Rickards. Thoughts are with her in this time as the Saints get into position with 15 seconds left till the start of this game. So Trinity coming into this game at 4-8-3, 1-3-1 within the prep league. So Trinity 4-8-3, the Saints 12-2-1. Losses to Gonzaga and Benedictine. And they are 2-0 within the prep league. Ranked number 1 in Virginia. The varsity team for Trinity ranked number 30. So the Saints match up pretty well against this Trinity team. Wow.
If I was a gambling man, I'd take the Saints money line on this one. I mean, last game they played Trinity. It was 6-0. So, you know, this team comes to play. And all this year they've been a pretty fast offense and an unstoppable defense. So, should be a great game.
Yep, so Stalker gives it out to that left side to Overstreet. And fighting for it there, couldn't quite come away with it, and getting a nice pass off as trying to fight for it, could not get it, was number 2, Chase Bierlin. So the goalie kick is up just past midfield, and getting a head on it is number 20, Alex Peterson.
Yeah, the goalie absolutely hammered that one. Just not quite on target.
So here's Olsen. Missed a couple games with a concussion. He is back now and looking to be in full form since that return, as Stalker gets a pass off to Olsen. And that short pass just couldn't quite connect on that. Butler recovers the ball for the Saints.
That one knocked out of bounds by Trinity. It's going to be a Saints throw-in. That's going to be Cade Cox with the throw-in.
And throws it over a couple teammates, and that ball is skied out of bounds. Now, I think the Saints hit it. No, they're going to say, so Trinity hit it. I wasn't quite sure. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah, no, it was kicked into like a pretty large group, so it could have been anybody.
Yeah, it would make a lot more sense for Trinity to sky it out than for the Saints to.
Yeah, that'd be more of a strategic move by Trinity, but
So that pass is taken away by Olsen. And he is looking for a pass, takes a safe one to R.J. Johnson. And Broughton gets it to Overstreet. Overstreet to Olsen. Looks like there's a bit of a gap between him and the goal, but Trinity managed to get some players in there and close it pretty quick. And Kehoe's touch is just a little too harsh.
I mean, yeah, so far early in this game, the Trinity defense has been able to plug up these holes pretty well. I mean, the Saints have been moving the ball around a lot, trying to size up their opportunities, and none of them have really opened quite yet.
So goalkeeper kick is relatively low, and Olsen gets his head on it. And it stays in the air for a little bit, 4 headers, and finally comes down to the ground in front of Broughton. Here's Stalker as a defender a couple yards in front of him. And Olsen gets the through ball to Gordon Neer. Gordon Neer takes a shot, and it stays out of Trinity's goal. The goalkeeper managed to deflect it, and it looks like, I think it was Bjorlund coming in there to try and poke it in, but one of the Trinity players, I couldn't quite catch the number, but they made a smart play and just made a very light pass to the goalie who managed to bring it in.
I mean, yeah, and that ball was right on the goal line, so that could have been knocked in very easily. And the pass from Overstreet to Gordonier was an absolutely beautiful one, too. It opened up a beautiful hole for Gordonier to take a shot, and that was just good defense by Trinity for keeping it out of the goal.
Yeah, and here's Broughton over to the left side, finds Overstreet. And drilling through a couple defenders, Bjorlund tries to catch up to that one, can't quite do it. But the ball stays with the Saints as a harsh kick is back to midfield and recovered by Stalker. And Broughton playing pretty far up today. And that one is headed out. I'm not sure if that was on target.
I mean, I talked to Evan the other day, and he told me that Coach Wood wants to play him up against some of these teams on more of like an offensive position because he's taking some pretty long shots. He crossbarred one out the other day, and I think that they're just trying to showcase his leg.
Yeah, and that's a big difference from what they've been doing through the beginning of the season, as he is an anchor on that defensive side. So playing him on both sides of the ball is a move that's gonna get some more opportunities on offense, and it's gonna open up some things on that side of the ball. The Saints doesn't mean they're gonna have to be a little faster getting back to defense on fast break situations, which they have been. They're a fast team, so I don't doubt their ability to do that at all.
Yeah, one thing they're not lacking is speed. Almost every player on this team has the ability to hawk somebody down and steal that ball right back.
As the kick is up and getting a head on it, and
that's in the goal.
Yeah, I think it looks like it might have been.
Could have been an own goal.
I think it was. I think it was deflected off of a Trinity player. I believe it may have been Olsen who got the head on it.
I mean, there was a lot of commotion going on down there, and looked like the ball bounced around a couple times. Honestly, could have been anybody that knocked that ball in the goal down there.
Yeah, I saw Olsen in the area. I think Overstreet was also around there, and of course Gordonier. So I believe it was probably one of those three. I think it might have been Gordonier, but we're not 100% sure on that one. But I would say I believe it was deflected off the shot, off of a Trinity player and into the goal. So it would be credited as an own goal, but certainly caused by a kick from the offense. As Weiss just takes that one in and rolls it right back out to Broughton. As a kick over to the left side of the field by Olsen, he finds Overstreet. And
it looks like Trinity's playing like a swarm kind of defense where they just move everybody towards the side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, as you're saying that, it looked like 3 guys converged on Kehoe when he had the ball. And
yeah, no, I just now noticed that, and it's a strategy. It's prevented goals in the past, but against this Saints team, it might be better off playing some zone or man.
I would certainly agree. I think when you put all those defenders around one player, of course you risk putting some others open and letting them get a better shot and better look on goal. And with how many weapons the Saints have on offense, I think like you said, a more zone kind of defense would work better for them. as Overstreet makes the cross in to Broughton. Broughton can't quite get a hold of it, and I believe they're calling offsides there on the Saints.
Yeah, if that was offsides, it would have been a very narrow window, too, because it looked like he was just moving around the defender to get back to the ball.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, the kick, it takes it from pretty far up, and it is past midfield, and it hit the head of his teammate. He found his teammate, Dylan Prezioso, the junior forward, but it just slid right off, and I think Stalker got it there, as that one is kicked out of bounds, and the Saints will have a throw-in pretty far downfield.
Yeah, Cade Cox on the throw-in.
Cade Cox, the speedster, gets it to Stalker.
You know, Cox is definitely not afraid to showcase his speed, especially in these games. I mean, oftentimes you see him running somebody down with that ball.
Yeah, I mean, when he has the ball, he runs like a man possessed. He is relentless. As Overstreet, trying to get around a defender, does there with a spin back, and that one looked like Jack Riggers tried to get a shot off, and unfortunately, just too many guys there. As he throw into Broughton. And crosses the field to Stalker. Stalker putting a long pass in, was looking for Olsen for a header.
Oh, head-to-head contact there. I saw that right
man.
as it happened. I was waiting for one of them to drop down, and that just did not look pretty.
Yeah, especially Olsen coming off a concussion. Both players holding their heads. You really hope that they're both okay.
And that Trinity guy, he dropped down immediately. It took a second for it to hit Olsen, but definitely got to him.
Looks like, okay, they're both up and walking. Olsen got up pretty quick. And looks like he's going to walk back to the sideline. So we hope that he is okay and will be able to play again tonight.
It looks like Olsen was signaling to Coach Wood that he was okay to play.
Yeah, certainly did not look as bad as the play that concussed him.
Not near as bad. It's just, you know, it's always that second injury when you have a concussion that does the most damage. So
yeah, for sure.
You definitely just got to be careful with those kinds of head injuries.
So it's going to be a goalie kick for Trinity, and it will go well past midfield, and Johnson pokes it out there. Butler has to run ahead, and Butler has not seen the ball a lot. Usually he sees the ball a lot in these early minutes. He has not much today, as that ball, the pass is just off target and above Overstreet's head.
I mean, yeah, Cole definitely tends to play more of a help his teammates thrive kind of play style, and it's worked so good so far this season. So I think we let him do his thing, and I'm sure he'll make something big happen later in the game.
So Broughton making a pass upfield finds Overstreet, who dribbles to about midfield, then sends the through ball in to find Bjurlin, and it is poked out. Looked like, I believe it was Nick McDonald, the senior, on the play for Trinity to poke that one out. And Johnson gets the pass off. I believe that's Olsen there in that corner. It is not. Might be Cox. And that is not going to go in. It looks like the little confusion there, and the ball ended up coming towards Trinity's goal, but their goalkeeper managed to haul it in, so no second goal for the Saints on that one.
That was a good save by the Trinity goalie. He had to dive for that one. And he had an absolute cannon of a throw downfield. It was just a little hard for the defender, or for the Trinity player he was looking at.
So both teams making some substitutions, and Stalker gets the pass to Broughton. And that pass, looking for Overstreet, just a little too far forward. And Overstreet could not get there. Will go out of bounds for a Trinity throw-in. And Trinity just putting it right back out of bounds. Looked like the pass, he's looking for number 20 on that play, Alex Peterson. And just like the Saints play earlier, they're a little too far forward, but they'll get it back on that. And the throw-in.
Trinity player is trying to signal that it might have been inbounds, but I think he was just looking for something that wasn't there.
Yeah. I mean, the throw ended up out of bounds. I think he thought his teammate was going to go towards it, but either way.
It would have been a rough one, yeah.
Yeah, the hard one to grab there. So, Stalker makes the pass to Broughton. I've been saying that a lot today. And
yeah, and the Broughton Overstreet's been mentioned a couple times too.
Yep. And here's Olsen making a long shot. Could not find the back of the net there. The shot was on target, but taken in by the goalkeeper was just right to him.
Yeah, it was. He hit the top of the ball there on that kick, so it had a little bit too much top spin, not the speed he might have been looking for on the shot.
Yeah, and he is a player that likes to take those long shots out whenever he sees an opportunity, a hole. Some of the defenders not quite where they should be, so he's very opportunistic with his shots, which even though, I mean, not all of them go in the back of the net, obviously, but I love to see him take those far-out shots, and it's always exciting when he makes them.
They're on 15 minutes into this first quarter, and Saints still up 1-0 against Trinity.
And Butler looked like it was out of bounds on Butler. So it will be a Trinity throw-in. And just swarmed there by a couple defenders. I believe it's going back to him. Yeah, it is. It will go right back to Trinity. And the throw-in to McDonald. Sorry, Peterson. The throw-in was to Peterson. And Trinity just couldn't make their way through the Saints there. And Johnson gets the throw into Stalker. Here is Overstreet making a long pass, looking for Gordon Neer. Gordon Neer had the top of his head on it, but unfortunately just couldn't quite redirect it to the goal.
It was a great attempt by both players. I mean, Gordon Neer got up for it. I just don't think he had the right angle on the ball to be able to knock that one in.
Yeah, I think he was just split second ahead running towards it. But it would have been an impressive goal. It was, like you said, a great attempt on both players, as that one is put out by Trinity.
Stalker to Johnson. Johnson to Gordon Neer. That one's off the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was...
You'd hear that one
Yeah.
all the way back here.
Yeah, large thump there, and the... I think it's a corner kick. No, it is a throw-in from just on the corner, and that one kept out of Trinity's goal for now. And the Saints recover, though, as Trinity defense trying to put a little bit of pressure on the Saints offense. And the Saints have really dominated the time of possession so far, and it has been on Trinity's side of the field for most of this game, as we are just past 18 minutes in.
Broughton looked like he was sizing up for a shot on goal there.
Yeah, I think he certainly seemed to consider it. I think he just couldn't quite find what he wanted. That will be a shot, though, a shot attempt that looked like it would have been on target, but it is knocked out by a Trinity defender.
No, that one looked like it was off the head of Gordonier. I think that one was on target for Gordonier's head.
Well, either way, couldn't quite get it in there, but had some juice on that shot, and Butler loses it. And Saints now on defense as Overstreet recovers that one, and really thought that was going to go out of bounds, but the Saints keep it in and recover as Butler can't quite haul that one in.
He's not ready to let go of that one
and
either.
Blowing by defenders, but couldn't get the shot off.
Good save from Butler there. Absolutely raking that ball right out of the Trinity player's feet.
Yeah, that was number 9 for Trinity who ran with it. It was Bryson Ferguson, the junior forward, and he looked like he was right about to score. It looked like he tried to make the defender miss as Butler and Stalker were coming right on him. He tried to cut back, make him miss, but couldn't fool them. And
Butler got that one taken away, and he wasn't ready to let go of it because he ran him down.
Yeah, so we're almost on the 20th minute mark. The Saints.
Yeah, Gordonier took a shot on goal just a second ago, and that's how Trinity has this ball back.
Yeah, so the Saints avoid a Trinity point there narrowly. I really thought that the Trinity attacker on that play, Ferguson, I really thought Ferguson was going to put that in. I think if he had taken this shot just a second earlier, he might have, and that shot attempt by Butler is wide left.
Yeah, that would have been a great shot. That was far out. Nowhere near like the normal shot box for a goal.
Definitely not, and it will be a goalie kick for Trinity. As the pass is looking for number 2 for Trinity, I believe. Looks like he's looking for Grayson Brulot.
It was back to Ferguson.
Oh, no, it was. It was back to trying to get Ferguson. Ferguson slipped on it. I think the pass was a little too far anyway, and now another player slips. I'm not sure exactly who that was coming down for the Saints, but he's back up.
That was Olsen.
Yeah, it was Olsen. Olsen slipped on that, but he's right back up. And
yeah, every time he goes down, it just scares me.
So Saints ahead, coming on offense as the shot, or no, I think it was a pass attempt, trying to find the box, and that ball is going to skide behind the goal. And Trinity with another goalie kick here. So the Saints have put plenty of pressure on Trinity throughout the first 20 minutes of this game, 20 minutes plus 2. And the goalie kick is up and off the body of Olsen. And Gordonier running with it. Gordonier takes a shot, and a shot from far out is Gordonier. The Saints' leading scorer puts in goal number 2 for the Saints.
Yeah, he absolutely bent that one right into the left lower pocket of the goal. It was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, and he took that one from way out. It looked like he was closer to midfield than he was to the goal. At least it looked like that to me. And he just put it right where the goalie couldn't get it. So, I mean, as soon as he saw this defender's part, he knew he had a shot, and he wasted no time. So, an excellent shot from Gordonier.
He's not one that's afraid to take those difficult shots. He's been doing it all season.
Yep, and that ball in between 2 players, like Overstreet and Charlie Widow-Eft from Trinity, both jumped up together, landed in between them. And it ends up with a Saints throw-in taken by Overstreet. And Overstreet crosses the field, gets that ball to Stalker, and Stalker putting a pass way up, and Kehoe avoids a couple of defenders, and Kehoe's shot is deflected. I think it probably would have been off target either way. Was looking for a wide right trajectory, as Bierland spinning around with it, swarmed by Trinity's defense. And the shot attempt looked like
Cade Cox.
Yeah, Cade Cox on that one. Tried to chip it in over the goalie's head and just couldn't quite get the height.
I mean, yeah, he gave it a little toe poke trying to get it up. But I mean, the moves he got to get to the position to take that shot were pretty good. Moved around about 3 defenders from the outside.
I'm always impressed by just the bravery to go after those real high goalie kicks with your head. I played soccer a little bit in middle school, and I remember getting kicked in the head a couple times with the ball, and man, it hurt.
Does not feel good at all.
No.
Especially in the back of the head.
Oh, man.
That'll get you.
Sure will. And Butler pokes that one out to Johnson. Johnson makes a huge shot, and Gordon Neer with another one.
Gordon Neer might already have a hat trick. We're not sure about that first goal.
Still think that was accredited as an own goal. I'm not sure exactly who kicked it on the first one, but yeah, a beautiful pass there. I believe it was Johnson on that pass, and the Saints have now taken just a couple real long passes, and that one worked out beautiful right where it needed to be as Gordon Neer got in there and headed it in for the Saints, and they are up 3-0, 25 minutes into this match.
I mean, yeah, Gordon Neer's a guy who often gets multiple goals in each game, and that's just something you love to have on a team. I mean, just a player who can absolutely make something happen no matter what.
And that pass is, I'm not sure if it was a pass or he was just trying to sky it to the other side of the field.
Equally impressive.
Yeah. I think he was just trying to get it onto the Saints side of the field so that Trinity can put some pressure on him, but the Saints retain possession, and now Cole from midfield passes it to Overstreet. And he tries to get that ball to Kehoe. Can he keep it in bounds? He cannot. Barely. He threw ball, and he tries to get a pass. It looked like, I believe it was number 5, Merritt Peterson. He had the ball and was charging up field. Nobody in front of him, and he tried to get the pass off and just could not quite find his teammate on that one. And a couple of Saints were narrowly there to block off his shot attempt, so he tried to get the pass. Looked like a smart move to me, but just too far forward. And that's 2 chances now where Trinity looked like they had something without any defenders in front of the goal between them, but neither of them have worked out, and the Saints lead 3-2. Sorry, 3-0. Would lead 3-2 if Trinity had scored on both of those chances. And Kehoe looked like he wanted a shot, but decided better of it.
Right now, the Saints are already on pace to tie the score from the last game against Trinity.
Impressive, considering that was a win in blowout fashion, 6-0 the last time these two teams met up.
Yeah, I mean, it's been all Saints in this first half of the game. I mean, almost every single minute on offense has been Saints, except for those few breakaway plays that Trinity's had.
Yep, and Reed. His pass is deflected, and Trinity with another breakaway play gets the pass off this time and is poked out by Broughton and dribbling on the other side of the field and falling over.
That's Cade Cox poked that one out. It looked like he was all ball to me and just somebody got caught up in the way, but
yeah, I think he just tripped up on the field. I believe it was Peterson. It was Merritt Peterson who had it on the other side of the field, tripped over the ball a little bit. It looked like might have been a little contact from Cade Cox, but not enough for the refs to call anything, and certainly not enough for Peterson to complain. And Butler has it about midfield, gets it away to Overstreet. A one-tap pass was looking for Kehoe, and that is poked out, and it will be a Saints throw-in. So the Saints making a substitution. Carithers coming into the game in for Daniel Kehoe, I believe. Yeah, it's Carithers in for Kehoe. Carithers a fan favorite here at Knowles Field. And Bierlin looks like he's trying to get a shot off there, and just a couple defenders in the way. And kept in bounds. I thought it went out, but they say it's still in. There too, right on the line. But the Saints come out with it. Overstreet managing to just beat his guy and get the ball out there. And contact down on Trinity's side of the field.
And yeah, Saints player checking his elbows and everything. Hopefully he didn't get too spanged up there, but that's going to be a free kick for the Saints, and that's a pretty good spot to take one.
Yeah, it is Bierlin to take it. Has a couple guys behind him. And looks like he's going to have 3 guys back, and the rest are all up on the left side of the goal there. And it is Bierlin to take it, and he just skies it. And just an errant touch there is going to put that one way past the goal, and Trinity will have another goalie kick.
Yeah, that one had all the power in the world, just not in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be worried about parking all the way back there now.
Luckily, there's a couple of nets there behind the goal, and that goalie kick has some power on it, and just going to roll out of bounds for another Saints throw-in. And I believe it was Reed throwing that one in. And Broughton dribbling upfield, gets a nice pass off, and dribbling around, finds Olsen on the pass. Olsen gets it to Carithers, and Hayes Carithers takes a long pass. Not sure if it was a shot or a pass. It was on target for the goal, and he also had...
Olsen got tripped up behind the Trinity player right there.
Yep.
God, he's taking too many tumbles in this game for me to be really comfortable right now.
Yeah, for sure. So, I believe it was a shot by Carithers, and it was on target, impressively enough. He also had Rickards coming in there, but Trinity, thankful for their goalkeeper on that play, I'm sure, jumping up to grab it. And it will be another Saints throw-in deep downfield. And Olsen coming up short, and he makes a nice pass behind him, and the pass in, and the shot is no good, too high. I believe that is number 28 on the play, Adam Bashara, the sophomore, who was an on-target shot, but it will not go in as goalkeeper manages to snag it out of the air off the bounce. As a little under 10 minutes left to go in the first half, and taken away there, Butler, a little bit of contact and they'll blow the whistle on him. It was not Butler.
That was Cash.
Pardon me. Yes, it was Cash Kisner, not Cole Butler, who looked like he pushed over the defender a little bit.
It looked like it was more of like that's how the momentum was moving, because Trinity player tried to box him out, and he just, bumped into him.
Yeah, so a free kick. I think there was a little contact. Maybe we have some physicists watching who can prove that that wasn't his fault. So, and Trinity with a bit of second breath here as that shot attempt is deflected immediately, and Reed on defense keeps it away, and he hit it off the shin and out of bounds. A smart move by Reed there to secure the ball.
Rickard's coming back in the game.
Substituted, I believe, Cash Kisner coming out for Rickards. So Stalker. And that pass to Olsen as Olsen dribbling up midfield. Got a defender on his trail, but he gets a pass off. So Cash Kisner did not come out of the game. I apologize. That's him right there. Sorry, no, that was Colin Wishnack. I'm getting the players confused a little bit, but that's Colin Wishnack dribbling it up. And his pass was deflected out of bounds. And so is that one.
Yeah, I mean, Trinity's doing a really good job of just clearing this ball out of bounds every chance they get. And it's working to kill some of these drives right now.
For sure. And that one kept in bounds as now it's put out of bounds. And I didn't catch the number, but one of the Saints attackers just split his legs so that it went right through him and out of bounds. Smart move to secure it. And Stalker passes it across the field to Wishnack and tries to get a pass off and did not work out as Trinity defender came in to deflect it. So the kick is past midfield, and as that tried to get it to Rickards there was number 6 for the Saints, Jack. So Carithers dribbling around, crossing in, couldn't quite hold on to it. And the kick is about to midfield. Rickards was there. And Rickards passes it to Wishnack. Wishnack is a through ball, a little to the left, but Carithers manages to keep it in, but unfortunately is deflected off of him out of bounds. And tell me if you've heard this before, but Trinity has another goalie kick. So the kick looks like it can be passed just at midfield, and Saints put some pressure on there, and they just put it right out of bounds, and it is.
And Wishnack moves fast to get that back in. That ball just overshoots Carithers. It's going to be a Trinity throw in.
Broughton puts it across the field to Stalker, and Stalker with a great pass up to Wishnack. And that one is going to go left of the goal and out of bounds. So yet another goalie kick from Trinity, and it is just past midfield, and Stalker gets his foot on it.
Rickards went up for a header there, but it looked like a little bit of contact with the Trinity defender knocked him over.
And goalkeeper coming in there as Stalker again got his foot on it, and there's Alexander Reed. Ball been put high in the air a lot, and that going down there is Cash Kisner. And Olsen makes a pass to the left side of the field to Wishnak. And Wishnak takes another shot. That one will not go in, as blocked out by the goalkeeper, who dove for it and deflected it, but it will be a corner kick for the Saints.
Yeah, it was an absolutely beautiful dive to save that shot. I mean, Wishnak put another really solid shot at the goal, and Trinity goalie just did everything in his power to keep that one away.
So that corner kick put right back out of bounds, and it will be, I believe, a Saints throw-in. And so if I believe that was on target, I think that's 2 shots on target for Wishnak. First one went in, second one deflected, and he is taking a throw-in, a long one, which will unfortunately not lead to anything. It's off the head of Carithers and just landed right back to the defense as we conclude the first half. So no extra time on that first half, and the Saints lead 4-0. Gordon Neer has 2. Wishnak has another.
And I think an own goal by Trinity.
I believe so.
Retake one of these. Henri.
Alex Ferguson,
Messi?
coach. Alex Ferguson. Alex
Where is he?
Ferguson,
Right
coach.
here? Okay. Rubinho, Torres. Let's take
I
Torres.
say Skulls. I say Skulls.
No, let's take Torres.
Okay, sure, that's fine. Tony Cruz. Wait.
Tony Cruz. Yeah.
Or Luis Figo. Either way.
No, Tony Cruz.
Okay.
Ronaldo probably, or Zidane.
Gotta be Ronaldo.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
Xavi.
Tony Cruz, or we already have him. Di Maria, Cannavaro. We need some defenders. Let's take Cannavaro.
All right, that works.
Okay.
Cafu. Easy. Beckenbauer. Or Carlos.
Oh, bro. Busquets.
Yeah, gotta be.
Ballon d'Or, yeah.
Who's goalkeeper? Casillas. Igor Casillas.
Yeah.
Carlos. Roberto Carlos.
Oh, yeah.
Got him
That's
anyway.
left back. Wait, we need a
Iron
right wing.
Robin?
Robin.
Iron Robin.
The Saints varsity soccer team has had a strong start in the first month of the 2025 season, bringing their record to 9-2-1. Some key players for the Saints were Captain Lucas Gordonier, class of 26, top scorer for the Saints. First-year varsity starter Cole Butler, class of 26, who certainly would have been a 4-year starter if he were allowed to by his club team, Richmond United. We also have Captain Evan Broughton, class of 26, holding down the back line and going to score some goals as well. The Saints have lost a couple of the games recently, but hope to bounce back on Tuesday, October 7th against John Paul the Great High School.
Welcome back to Knowles Field as the Saints up 4-0 coming out of halftime. And they start with it here. And Broughton makes a short pass to Johnson. Johnson did not see a ton of action in that first half, but he's out now, and I'm sure he is looking to make an impact. He's a game changer out there for the Saints. His second year on the team, he's a sophomore.
And Connor Welch is out there in goal.
Yeah, I love to see him getting some action too.
Yeah, Colin Weiss has been starting for most of the season, so getting to see Connor have a chance to prove himself out there is a really good thing.
And Keogh was trying to drive into the goal in that one, but he was just swarmed, and that ball goes over the head of Reed, but nobody from Trinity there to capitalize.
Yeah, Trinity playing everybody back right now.
Yeah, I would think coming out of halftime down by 4 points, you're really looking to put some on the board. I mean, it's all well and good if you stop the Saints from scoring, but you have a 4-point deficit to make up, and here's Gordonier trying to make it more. Sorry, not Gordonier, it's Overstreet,
yeah.
And unfortunately couldn't quite get it a tough angle, and he hit it wide left.
I mean, yeah, if you're really looking to have a comeback, I would think that sitting on offense would be a better idea. But, I mean, if you're trying to prevent the destroy rule, as Mr. Bader might say.
The slaughter rule.
The slaughter rule, then this is the way to do it.
supposedly over at St. Catherine's, they call the mercy rule the slaughter rule.
Yeah, but
At least according to
Doug Bader.
yep, Douglas Bader. I kind of look at some of his sayings with a bit of skepticism, though. So maybe someone from St. Catherine's can confirm if that's called the slaughter rule over there. And Saints player's down on that play. He right
that's
back up
Broughton.
and helped up off the turf by his teammates, off the grass by his teammates, and he's right back up and walking, which I'm sure the Saints are relieved to see.
Yeah, talking to the ref back there for a second. I mean, Evan's a pretty tough guy. I'm sure he can take it.
I'm sure, and he was out a couple games earlier this season. One of those was that loss to Benedictine.
Yeah, and that was due to tournament issues for outside of school soccer. So that wasn't injury-prone problem, but he definitely was missed in that game.
So R.J. Johnson dribbling upfield as he switches up, gets the ball out, and finds Olsen. It was a nice pass, unfortunately, just a little high, and Olsen was not quite in position to take it up, and a lot of contact over in the midfield there.
Yeah, between Butler and Bashara, both made a little bit of contact.
So taking the free kick is Trinity, and Connor Welch jumps up to keep it out of the goal. The free kick, I believe, was Hayes Riddle, the freshman for Trinity. And it looked like it was on target for the goal, and Connor Welch jumped up and kept it out there. Couldn't haul it in, but did manage to deflect it off his body, which, of course, is just as good as long as it stays out of the goal, and it did there. And Trinity will have a long throw-in attempt. And looks like Johnson got his head on it and kept it out there. Believe that was off of Cade Cox. And it will not be. It looks like it was off of Trinity. I think they're saying Merritt Peterson hit it out there. So it's going to be a goalie kick, for Connor Welch, and he makes a short pass over to Broughton. And the pass looking for Daniel Kehoe was a little too far forward for the shot attempt, but a second life, and Olsen cannot put it in the back of the net. And Butler has it, puts some move on him a little bit. Butler makes the pass back to Kisner.
Broughton.
Sorry, Broughton. So Broughton gets a pass off there and putting the moves on him a little bit. And the cross in is not going to lead to much. And it is out of bounds on the Saints. And Peterson makes the throw in, gets it right back to the Saints there. And,
oh,
wow.
That shot looked like it might have bounced off Bashar's head.
So Bashar pokes it out to Overstreet there.
Kehoe to Bashara.
And a lot going on over here, a lot of passes. And the Saints, unfortunately, okay, well, they do recover there. Just as I was saying, couldn't hold on to it. And it's Reed dribbling around. Reed takes the shot, cannot put it in. Sorry, Olsen, not Reed. 30, not 20. Getting everybody mixed up today, huh? And the goalie kick is high and far past midfield. Johnson got his chest on it, couldn't keep it, but the Saints do recover the ball.
Hill, I'm unsure. Is shoulder count as part of the arm for soccer, or are you allowed to shoulder it?
That is something I've never thought of, I don't think I've ever seen in a game before. I believe shoulder is considered part of the chest area, so I don't believe it's considered a handball if you get your shoulder on it.
Good to know.
That is the estimate of a non-professional, though, so I would, if you're watching from home and curious, I would look it up before you trust in me completely with that. And Broughton has it about midfield.
Maybe ask Mr. GPT.
Maybe. All right, so I've looked it up, and the rules state, at least on the professional level, which I would very much imagine it's the same at the high school level for this rule, the rules state that the shoulder is not considered part of the arm, and when it comes to the handball, the rule states that the arm is considered from the fingertips to the bottom of the armpit, as there's Matthews with some moves, and the shot attempt by Cox is not going to get in the back of the net, taken in by the goalkeeper. And his kick is over to the right side of the field and headed out of bounds there by
Overstreet.
Yes, Overstreet. And Overstreet makes the pass out to Butler. And
Bashara.
Bashar getting the pass out to Overstreet. And tries to get pass off to Matthews. Couldn't quite connect. Matthews jumped up for it. And a smart move there by Peterson. Just hitting it hard off the shin of Cox. And another goalie kick for Trinity as we are on the 55th minute of this game. 30 minutes left to play. Sorry.
35 minutes.
35, yes. 35 minutes left to play. Plus whatever extra time the refs deem necessary. And it is Olsen kicking that one out. Skied it out of bounds.
Oh, that one hit my car.
Oh, man.
Sure, it's okay.
Well, if there's a dent in it, you can track him down at school tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll make sure to go get him if there's a dent in the car.
So that long kick there and headed out of the crowd. Not sure exactly who got their head on it, but Saints charging back up the field. And now back down the field as Trinity thought they put it out of bounds there, and they did. And the again put out of bounds. There's another throw in for the Saints. And a hard pass across the field to Johnson. And RJ Johnson puts it right back across the field. And here's Reed, and a short pass, and it's off the shin. Looked like it was off the shin of, Peterson. Cash Kisner took that kick. And here's Carithers. Gives it back to Johnson. And Stalker tries to get a pass to Kisner. And can Carithers capitalize on the mistake? Not quite.
Yeah, there was a man that tripped him up, or else I think that could have been a really close to goal opportunity.
Yeah, so Johnson makes a pass to Rickards. And Rickards goes down. Not sure if there's a lot of contact there. I think he just maybe tripped over. And Carithers has it out on that left wing for the Saints. And his defender falls over a little bit and holds his arms up. I think looked like Carithers tripped him up a little bit, and so the refs seem to think he pushed him, which I find it hard to disagree with, as that will be another, I believe, another goalie kick. Yeah, it will be another goalie kick for Trinity.
I think technically it might be a free kick, but from the positioning on the field, it's basically a goalie kick.
Yeah, I mean, right in that box. So here is Olsen getting it back and makes a good pass over to Carithers. Carithers, pretty move there, and he gets it to Rickards. Rickards makes the pass over to Alexander Reed, gets the pass to Kisner. Kisner has to poke it out back to Reed. And Stalker crosses the field, and pass was trying to find Overstreet on that pass and just not in the right position. So another goalie kick for Trinity. As we approach the 60th minute mark, 40 seconds to go. And the kick upfield is low, and Olsen got his foot on it first, and the Saints recover the ball and pokes it out, and Sutton still has it. Sutton dribbling through a couple defenders. Can he make something happen here? Not quite.
That was a beautiful series of events between Olsen and Carithers there. Shame that couldn't have turned into a goal.
And the throw-in is right where it needs to be. A nice throw-in from Trinity. Cannot get through the Saints defenders as they are putting pressure on the offense. So Trinity still has the ball, though, and a lot of physical play down there. But nobody goes down. Just a little boxing out. And Olsen skies that one downfield, and I believe that will be a Trinity throw-in downfield. And it's just really trying to keep it out of the hands of the Saints here, as Bjurlin trying to catch back up to it, taken away though. And it looked like it was Stalker who took it away there.
Kehoe has the ball.
Yeah, Kehoe gets a pass off to Carithers. Carithers dribbling through a couple defenders, putting some moves on him. Carithers makes a pass. Rickards tries to put one in the goal. Just too high, a little to the right there, so off target for Rickards. But you love to see him getting involved there.
I mean, that definitely wasn't a bad opportunity for a goal. He had the right distance for the angle. It just had a little bit too much height on the ball.
Yeah, and that was a tough angle to take a shot at. So there was an opportunity there, but I like seeing players take those kind of opportunities, but it was a difficult one. As I said, though, I love to see players taking those difficult shots. And Olsen dribbling through a couple defenders, Trinity kind of set a pick there, and that is put out of bounds. I believe it will be a Saints corner kick out on the left side. I believe Overstreet usually takes these, and here Overstreet is.
And Kersner at the end of that play absolutely ran through one of those Trinity defenders. It was a pretty clean play considering where the ball was, but definitely looked like there was a good bit of contact there.
So Overstreet takes the kick. It is up into the box and can't put it in the back of the net there. And Peterson puts it downfield back with the Saints. It is recovered by Reed. And Overstreet just passes it right back to Reed with the defender on his back there. And here is Rickards. Rickards keeps it through the defense and gives it to Olsen. And here's Matthews. Has it to Overstreet and back to Matthews. And Bierlin passes it over to Reed, back to Bierlin. And Bierlin to Olsen, back to Bierlin. Bierlin up that left side, tries to get it, cross it in, and that kick is shanked there. And Kisner manages to recover, but couldn't quite hold on to it. And the Saints now just keeping it in. It seems like so many times now they've just had it right in that area where Trinity just managed to keep it out of the back of the net this half, but really having a hard time keeping the pressure off their defense. Olsen passes it to Johnson. And Bierlin has it with a little bit of space, which is quickly closed up by some defenders. And Olsen gets a pass off to Bierlin, who his shot also just too high. As the Saints taking a couple shots now this half from that spot of the field. Little, not too far out, but not quite in the box. And none of them have gone in yet this half. As we approach the 65th minute. So there's 25 minutes plus a little bit to go here. Sorry, 35. Nope. 25, yep. Math class was this morning. I'm not here to learn math. I'm just here to watch some soccer.
Have a good time.
Yeah. So 25 minutes left to go in the game, plus extra time if the referees think there's been enough stoppage. There hasn't been a ton of stoppage this game. And Welch has it. Welch has kept out of the goal once, but has not really been asked to do a lot this second half, which is exactly what you want. The defense keeping pressure off the goalie, and Trinity's offense has just really not been great this second half.
Yeah, it hasn't been great. Yeah, no, it just hasn't been great.
Yeah, I mean they've just not been putting enough pressure on the Saints. They had some opportunities in that first half, and with a couple breakaways where it really looked like they had something going, but I think some quicker shot attempts in some of those situations might have put points on the board, but they couldn't capitalize on any of them. And, it's what this game is really all about, who can capitalize on their opportunities. And a hard shot from Cole Butler, low to the ground, and just deflected off the foot of one of the defenders there.
Yeah, I would hate to be in the way of that shot because it sounded like it had some speed on it.
So it looks like Cox will be taking the corner kick for the Saints. Usually it is Gordon Neer who takes those from the right side, but they're switching it up a little bit. We've got Cade Cox taking it, and it is low to the ground. And, almost put in there by Gordonier off the head. Unfortunately, can't put it in. It's just a little too far to the left.
That's number 77. That's not Gordonier.
So that wasn't Gordonier with the header. There's Townsend Sexton. A little bit of confusion there. He had to stop and talk about it a little bit.
Yeah,
But-
no, the 7s and the 1s kind of just merged together out on the field.
Especially when these players are running around, jumping up in motion, kind of can be a little hard to tell in my defense. And it tries to slide tackle a ball to keep it in bounds, can't do it.
And he does not seem happy with that, hitting the ground a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, Peterson couldn't quite keep it in bounds. It will be a Saints throw in. So Bierlin makes the pass backwards. So Johnson dribbling upfield a little bit. Been mostly back down on that defensive side of the field this game.
And for good reason. He's been stellar on defense this whole season.
And with 20 minutes left to play, I'd really like to see Trinity try and put more pressure on the Saints offense. They really just haven't been doing a lot of that. I mean, you saw one player pressuring Johnson there when he had the ball. And I really want to see Trinity start to send some more guys up. I mean, even right now, they've got a ton of guys back, 4 guys back on defense. Which, I mean, personally, if I was coaching Trinity, I would put some more players up, try and put some points on the board. I mean, you need 4 points in 20 minutes. You got to come up with something, and
Ooh.
having 4 players back, I'm not sure is.
It looks like
the way to do
Alex Rauclay might have come out onto the field there for a little bit, back in the right.
Yeah, so a little, some heavy contact there as a player went down, but nobody hurt. So Johnson makes a short pass up to Butler, who has it about midfield. And his pass, just not great. It is taken away there by Peterson, who falls back down. It looks like Peterson's hurt. He is gripping.
Cramping. He's
Yeah,
cramping
he's
up.
cramping. I'm surprised. I was about to say, I'm surprised I haven't stopped the game yet. Glad to see it's just a cramp. I was a little concerned there at first, but then he started gripping his foot and pointed towards them. That's usually what players do when they get leg
Well,
cramp.
Yeah, those calf cramps are killers. Those hamstring cramps can get anybody.
So we are past the 70th minute now. 20 minutes left to play. And a free kick for Trinity as there is some contact a little further down the field than where Peterson was down. So Ferguson just makes a short pass to his teammate. That's the kind of thing where when you're down 4, send it upfield, you know? Put some guys up, try and get an aggressive play out. Playing this conservative.
And that could have also turned in a very bad direction if the Saints defender had just made him move around him. That could have been a goal there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a player decision or a coach decision, but either way, I just disagree with that. You need 4 goals in 20 minutes. I mean, you need to score every 5 minutes to tie this thing up.
I mean, the way Trinity's been playing, it looks like they're just trying to minimize the damage right now.
Yeah, I mean, you play to win the game, so go out, try and win the game, play aggressively. I disagree with Trinity's conservative play style at this point in the game in this situation. As here's Butler Gets a pass out to Johnson. And taken away there.
Rockley passes it over to Sexton.
And Johnson, again, has it. Gets it up to Butler. Butler turns around a little bit. Comes through a couple defenders. Rickards gets a pass off and could not quite make anything of that.
That pass from Rickards was beautiful, though.
So, Cox, the pass to Cox is just intercepted there. And Saints, their pressure succeeds. Can they keep it, though? They can. But they just give it right back. Cole Butler, though, coming right back in to take it away. It's some back and forth between these two teams on Trinity's side of the field.
Yeah, Cole Butler's just been anchoring this team recently. He's just been confidently back there waiting for the ball to get to him so he can keep it in play on the offense for the Saints.
So Cox gets the through ball over to Sexton, and the ball, I thought it was out of bounds, and they do say that.
That one had some speed on it, too. Goalie took it like a champ straight to the chest.
Yeah, so it's Noah Dano who had it there. Almost called him the wrong name, but it was Noah Dano who tried to drive in there. Unfortunately, just put it out of bounds. And that goalie kick, not quite where he wanted that. Cox tried to fly in and grab it. Couldn't quite get a hold of it, though, and luckily for Trinity. The throw-in is off the head. It looked like Wishnack got his head on it and just put it right back out of. They're gonna say it's off of Trinity. I thought it was off of Wishnack.
I think it got just in between Wishnack and the Trinity player because there was Cox and the Trinity player and Wishnack.
Yep.
I think it was like a little sandwich kind of thing.
Yep. And Butler looking for a pass, finds one to Rickards. Rickards on that right side gets it to Cox. As here's Butler making the pass back downfield. And this is, I mean, like I'm saying, this is a time where Trinity, you've got to put some players up. You got to put some pressure on that defense. You can't just let them pass it back and forth like this when they have 4 goals on you. And Wishnack driving in, and I'm not sure. It looked like he was looking to find a pass to Noah Dano.
No, Dana didn't even make a move towards the ball.
Yeah,
It confused me.
Yeah, I don't know if he realized he was coming to him because he just kept walking. He didn't outstretch his leg or anything, but either way, Trinity goalie kick is back to midfield, and Saints have the ball for now. And Butler goes down. Butler still has the ball, though. Just can't get it away from Cole Butler. I don't know how he managed to keep it when he was down on the ground, but he did.
It might have just been me, but it looked like he slipped on the ball. But equally as impressive is keeping that one in bounds and with you.
Yeah, for real. And it's like Dano on the side of the field pokes it out, finds his teammate, and driving in his Sexton couldn't find the lane there. And he is hustling, though, to get back to the ball. An impressive hustle there from Dano. And here's Cox just trying to keep it away from the defender. And Wishnack recovers the ball for the Saints there. And that one is out of bounds.
Ooh. That one looked like it smacked somebody's side view mirror.
Oh, that's not where you want the ball to hit your car. I mean, side of the car is fine. It's not going to put it down or anything, but rearview mirror, it's hard enough. That can...
Just knock it off.
Yeah, seriously. I'm not sure whose car that was, but if you're parked in the senior lot close to the field, check your rearview mirror and make sure it's still there.
Hey, you might just want to take a little peek.
Yeah.
Also shows you need to watch your head on the sideline because that could have hit somebody in the face.
Yeah, seriously.
And I'll tell you from first-hand experience, a soccer ball doesn't feel good when it hits you in the head.
Yeah, when I was younger, I always got real nervous for the people on the sideline of high school games. I think when I was real little, I was at a Woodbury St. Christopher's football game, and I don't know who let me so close to the sideline, but at least from what I remember, I almost got hit by a player sliding out of bounds. So I've just been, for a while, I was just scared of the sideline since that. But anyway, that's my life story. So here's Rickards. Couldn't quite hold on to the ball. And dribbling into the box. Butler couldn't quite find the lane there. Gets it to Wishnack. A nice pass. Wishnack, his shot. Sorry, not Wishnack. Olsen. Olsen's shot is just left of the goal. Was looking for number 5 for the Saints. Couldn't quite get it. And that one, back to midfield. Saints again recover. Just no, they cannot. So it was Trinity who recovered the ball, but they give it right back. And Connor Welch sees the ball again and pokes it out, and his pass finds Sexton there. And Wishnack at the sideline there gets a pass over to Sexton and tripped up there. Not sure exactly who that's off of. I think another cramp.
This guy needs to get some mustard in his body. He's cramped like 3 times today. Like, I'm seriously looking out for this guy's safety.
Yeah.
It might be the cold weather too. Cold weather tends to make tight muscles, and that can cause cramps.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in those football games, you see a lot of cramping in winter football games. This is a game last year where there's a cramp by every play for I think like 8 plays straight.
It gets bad.
It really does. But
you just gotta properly warm up. That's the best course of action. He looks like he's okay.
Yeah.
He looks like he's walking it off.
It's Peterson who has been. I mean, if anyone on Trinity has been warmed up, it's been Peterson. He's had the ball a lot and playing pretty well today. And off, still in the air. A lot of headers there. And we are past the 80th minute. Less than 10 minutes to go. A little over 9. And Rickers can't quite hold on to that one. And across the field, and it's Olsen makes the one touch pass, and trying to cross it in, couldn't quite.
Beautiful cross though.
Yeah. Sexton pokes it out, and Wishnack, I think, is off the foot of Wishnack, who just skied it.
If that didn't have some backspin, that one might have come for us.
Yeah, I flinched a little bit at that one just from the initial course, but luckily we are all unharmed up here.
A-okay.
Yep.
Close to 8 minutes left. I doubt there's going to be any extra time on the clock considering the score.
Yeah, the refs usually put some extra time on it, but I mean, if it's not a close game and there's not enough time, they usually don't put much on. I mean,
I think normally if it's three or more goals up, the refs will just kill it.
yeah, I mean, if you've got 2 minutes of extra time and a team's down 4, I don't think anybody's gonna feel robbed by just ending the game early.
Yeah. And around 8 minutes left, and Trinity's still down by 4, so it's not impossible, but they got to get something started like right about now.
Get something started a couple of minutes ago. And so Saints have it back midfield, dribbling up fast.
That's Cash on the wing.
So Kisner,
Oh,
and he goes down.
it looks like a blatant trip to me.
Looks like he's holding his thigh there, but he's back up on his own accord, limping a little bit, but it's a good sign when nobody has to help him up.
Nah, Cash is a tough guy. He's got it.
Yeah, he's still limping a little bit, but I don't think he's injured that badly, but it does look like he's a little bit hurt there on his thigh. I think, like you said, I think he's gonna be okay, but right now just a little weak in the leg. As that will be a free kick for the Saints.
It's going to be 2 guys out there for the free kick.
Fake him out a little bit there. And it is up, and a
Oh.
lot of people going up for that one. Nobody gets a great touch on it.
That one had me worried as well because earlier in this game, there was some head-to-head contact on one of those jump balls off a corner kick, and it knocked 2 guys down. When you see that many guys jumping up for it again, you got to get a little bit worried.
Yeah, the head-to-head contact, I mean, it's just scary. To be honest, it's one of those things where even if you're not involved, you kind of feel it a little bit. And it looked like Olsen had a monster header, but
That just might not have been the right angle for it.
yeah, it looked like, I mean, if he was a couple feet back, that looked like it might have gone in, but just goes to the right of the goal.
Saints back on the attack. God, they've been relentless today.
Yup, and that's the story of the game, really. The Trinity has just not been able to keep the pressure off their defense, and I mean, the Saints really making them play at their pace, and that is reflected in the score as the Saints lead 4-0 with just over 5 minutes left to play. And Townsend Sexton cannot quite keep that one in bounds. He was boxed out there. Number 20 for Trinity, Alex Peterson. And the goalie kick is far and off the, I think it is Olsen who got the head on it. Under 5 minutes left to go as we approach the 86-minute mark. And some heavy contact there on a slide tackle. And the throw in right where it needs to be. As the Saints can't quite keep possession of it there. And that taken away there by Sexton, who tries to get the through ball to Dano, but those two players just not quite on the same page. And pretty touch there. And Welch just boots it upfield, doesn't even bother taking it in there. And That one barely kept in bounds.
Wishnack going back for it.
And again, some heavy contact. Looked like Wishnack extended his arm there, but
He extended his arm to box out, kind of like a basketball kind of box out. Nothing too handsy there.
So they're gonna say. I think they're saying they are gonna say that. Sorry, they are gonna say that one was out of bounds. Thought he kept it in, but not a great angle from up here. So it's going to be a long throw in for Trinity, which they managed to recover off the bounce. Under 2 minutes left to play.
I mean, Trinity's finally got something going here with their offense for the first time this game, and it gets shut down immediately by the Saints.
This is Sexton out to that left side. Coming up the sideline is Kisner. Drilling through a couple defenders, tries to get a through ball. I think he's looking for Wishnack, but unfortunately just a couple defenders in the way and put back down to midfield. And cannot hold on to it though. And again, Butler drilling through. Butler looking a little dangerous, and his shot attempt just deflected.
Absolutely drilled into the back of a Trinity defender.
So Stalker at the field, a nice little behind the back move there. And nice pass to Wishnack, who barely keeps it in bounds. And off the foot of Townsend Sexton, maybe off the shin there. But Trinity, another goalie kick. 30 seconds left to play.
If they want to get a goal, they got to do it now.
And kick upfield misses that. And taken away there. Off to that left side. And the shot attempt will just a little too far to the right. He had the spin on it, but just not quite the right angle. We are into the 90th minute, so
Refs are blowing it soon.
yeah, so at any point now we could see the end of the game. And the kick upfield, and there it is. The Saints take home a 4-0 win. Trinity goes to 4-9-3. The Saints to 13-2-1. The number 1 ranked team in the state of Virginia with their 13th victory of the season.
Yeah, and this game had, 2 goals from Gordonier, 1 own goal on Trinity, and 1 goal from Colin Wishnack. So pretty spread out on the team, and it was great to see it.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Our next stream, home game, the Saints varsity football team takes on Trinity's varsity football team. A big prep league matchup, 6:30 under the lights on Friday. We hope to see you then.